ladies and gents. It is bright and early Monday morning. Just getting in the shop, and it's chilly. We are looking at 46 degrees. Woot woot. Oh, first things first, I got some orders I pulled to get those done. And just get them out. I had a modification right there. Ovens are turned on, and I'm lighting a fire because it is damn cold. So last night I spent a few hours organizing and cleaning a little bit. So let's move on. Let's get a fire going, and then let's get some Caniks in the press. It's the little things in life. Now we're cooking with fire. Oh yeah. Oh. Now I just need to finish cleaning this area of the shop. Now, if I told you that it has been damn busy, I wouldn't be lying. It is extremely busy in the shop. I have been filling out. You see that black tote right there? That is overfilling multiple times a day of orders that are getting out to the post office, and it is nuts. So I'm trucking along. I put a plan in place that I think is going to work very well, and I'm just going to keep going. And like I said, I'm out here at 9 a.m. and I don't go in until anywhere between midnight and 2 a.m. So, but I got a lot of builds coming out, a lot of interesting stuff, and I'm going to be building a lot of round widgets with this right here. I got a couple more bars coming in, but today, this video, we're going to be do a Canik rival with TLR1. I got the mold right here. We need to block it for a couple things that we're putting on. It's going in black carbon fiber, which is a very elegant design. And it's not going to be too bad. We're going to do a claw and an RCS wedge. If you don't know what the RCS wedge is, it's this guy right here. And we'll show you the dynamics of it later on in the video when we get to that point. And we're also going to be doing just a standard 175 spring steel foamy. So it's a nice, easy build. And let's knock it out. Let's get it out and get more going. So I'm going to put this back near the CNC router. I got the ovens warming up. Let's go to town. And earlier today, I made a phone mount out of spare Kydex and clear Lexan that I had. And let me show you what it looks like. I mounted it above my router, so now when I route things, we'll have a different angle. And if you notice, I used the spare Kydex to hold the phone so it doesn't vibrate and shoot right into the blade of the router. So here's what it looks like. Just a little piece. This is 1/4 inch right here. Thick stuff. And this is just 0.08. All I did was just a couple eyelets in there. And I just scored it on the sides and then just folded it up. I didn't care about it being, you know, symmetrical or anything like that. But now, when I put it in, bam, there we go. So, that works. Now you have a better vantage point of what I'm doing with that, so you can see how, you know, I slow down in some spots and the direction I'm going. So, plus you won't see my arm or anything like that in the way. But let's move on. Rival time. All right, so black carbon fiber, right hand, 1 3/4 foamy, RMR cut, Streamlight TLR1 HL. Add the claw, add the wedge, no sidecar. So quick build. Now we're gonna want to put this right around here. Generally, when you get molds, they like stuck it right there, and I don't like that. So we know our retention's right there. So we're gonna go ahead, and this is gonna be moved down like so. And we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grab. Let's see here. Yeah, that's it right there. And then we have that 1 extra, and I'm going to show you a little trick what we can do for that 1 extra. But for now, let's figure out where we're going to put this. And honestly, I think we're going to put it right there. So that, don't have to worry about it. Let's see. Go underneath it. Oh yeah. 'Tis a beautiful thing. I don't think we'll need it after all. Hope you guys are ready for the snow to fly. I know I'm not, but we're supposedly getting snow on Thursday. So, see how well that goes. Whoop-de-doo. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find something that pretty much has that thickness, which should be a piece of this, because this is going to hang off like so. And I want it to fit the whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead, let's see here. I want something. I'll just shave this down a little bit, but that's going to go right there. And we're going to tape that in place. So I need this to be as thick as the blocking so it's not all wonky. So I'm just going to go ahead, cut off, looks like a 1/16 of an inch, so not much at all. With a blade that's as sharp as a 2x4. Oh, much better. Alright, it's pretty good. There we go. Right there. And we're just going to stick that in place. Just going to verify. Oh yeah, that's fine. Maybe just a C hair over. And I'm just going to poke holes in everything, and that'll leave us dimples for that. All right. Now we know we need this. And we're going to need that, but we need to see where this is going first. And we know our retention points are right here. So I need to go grab the claw. That's for light bearing. And reason for this is we know that's going to be right there. And we want to place this where it's good. You don't want it to be too far down, too far up, and have that useless. So, let's see here. You also want enough grip purchase. So it looks like right there is going to be the winner. So we need to take, actually, I machined out some aluminum blocking, and we're going to use that. It'll fit good on one side. And we'll need a piece of blocking right there. That looks pretty damn flat. Let's go that way. Oh yeah, much better. All right, and now I'm just going to tape that in place. We don't need that guy anymore. Excuse me. And we'll just need a piece of tape right here to hold this. All right. So let's go in here. Let's see if we have somewhat of a flat spot for it to rest on. I don't know if you guys can see that. But there's going to be no flat spot right there. So I'm actually going to take a piece of blocking. Something that'll work. What do I have here? I just need to bridge the gap. Well, it's not bad right there, but that's obviously too big. Perfect. Just a quick something to hold that in place. And I believe I already have a piece of carbon fiber already cut. If not, I'll go do that real quick. But this is pretty much ready. Now, those of you that don't have a t-shirt press, I'm going to show you how to do it in an oven. Generally, I've been doing a lot of my carbon fibers in the oven because for some odd reason, I'm just getting a lot of scorching and bubbling, and I don't know if it's a lot issue or the fact that I live on a lake, so it's very moist. And generally, when that happens, and according to the manufacturer, it's moisture in the material. So generally, what I'll do is I'll stick it in here, and I'll lower this just a little bit, and I'll let the heat kind of bake it and pre-bake it just to warm it up a little bit. But what you can do is put it in an airtight container with like some desiccant. That'll keep the moisture down low, kind of like 3D print filament, stuff like that. But I'm going to show you my Black & Decker. I think I got this at like Walmart or something like that for like 80 or 100 bucks many years ago. And I'll just show you my settings on it real quick. All right, so I never really touched the toaster. But let's see here. I keep it on convection bake, and I put it at like 450 or something like that, and I take it out just when it reaches temp, and then I usually just turn it on to stay on and whatnot, and then I'll take it out when done. So as you can see here, it's a pretty good amount. So we'll take our 12 by 12 roughly of Kydex. I'm gonna clean it real quick. I trimmed a little off, so there you go. Anyways, all right, so generally I'm going to wait a couple, maybe like 30 seconds to a minute. It's going to reach about 215 degrees, and then I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees, and then I'm going to keep doing that until it reaches about 360 degrees. All right, not sure if you could see this, but it is starting to get limp, so they say. So I'm not even going to bother with the temperature. I just take it out, flip it 180 degrees, and then I throw it back. I try not to leave an overhang over here because the heat will get to it more, and then it will start to like wrinkle. And I have that pushed all the way back so there's no heat getting escaping from underneath that. So you can see that right there. And I'm going to flip it a couple more times. $3.18. Like I said, I like to rotate it just so it doesn't get any hot spots, and we'll be all set. So that one was just a quarter turn. I'll let it sit for like 20 seconds or so. I'll do another quarter turn. Is this necessary? No, but it helps. So you can see it's kind of starting to, well, you really can't see it at that angle, but it's starting to dip a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do another turn. Let's get a call. And we'll let that sit for a hot minute. 365. Good pull. Now I have no trim jig for this, so we're gonna have to go through the steps one at a time. But for the most part, here's what it looks like. It looks fantastic. Here's the inside. And just also FYI, there are two different carbon fibers you can get on holstersmith.com. This one is smooth texture, and the other one is textured. Go figure. I used to use the textured a lot, and then, like I said, I was getting the bubbling issue, so I went to the smooth. But I really like the smooth better because that finish just looks so much better. So I'm gonna go ahead, cut out the outside. I'm gonna use the inside line around the perimeter. Cut that out, and luckily it is marked to where to put the retention holes. There you go, the little nipples right there. And so let's mark out where we need the foamy. Let's cut everything else out or drill it out, and then chop it up, fold it, package it. Off it goes. And then I can move on. All right, let's see here. Let's drill these out. And again, that's for the wing. Sorry, the wedge. There we go. It's going to sit right there. And this, just to get the spacing, is going right there. So we'll go ahead and knock that hole, that hole, that hole, and then we got to do these guys right in here. And we'll take our
other bit here. This is a countersink tool, but I use it to deburr all the edges. If you notice, I do both sides. A clean hole is a happy hole. All right, let's go ahead, cut it out. I gotta tell you, my bandsaw blade is dull. I have a new one, but I'm just too lazy to swap it out right now, so bear with me. And because I don't have a trim jig, we have to cut out this area right here. The reason being, if we don't cut it out by the time we fold it so we can get the rest of it cut, this is going to bind up right here. It's going to kink. Even though we're going to cut it off, it can still mess up your bend, and we don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and cut that body line below this and then up top there, and then we can bend. So while I go to cut this, I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat strip on, and by the time we're done, just bend it. And one very important step, heat strip is almost done, but before we do it, I don't know if you noticed because a couple of my lights went out, but see how it's dirty? If you do not clean the area that you're about to heat up, it could melt into the Kydex, and then it's not fun. Because getting it out is a royal pain. There we go. But I need my folding tool. That might help. Alrighty then, we're using our multi-molds for the rival. And now we're going to do our final shape. I gotta see in here because I believe Canik's, yeah, see how the plate comes down to that body line? So luckily this mold goes above that, so we actually don't even have to worry about it. So this will protect the side of it. So we'll go ahead, we'll cut it down a little bit low though. Right there. And that goes to, looks like right about where I cut that. So right there. Should be fine. Now we're going to take this out. I'm going to match up the bezels and back it up just a hair. And then I'm going to see. I'm going to come off this line right here and mark that. And then I just draw a straight line from this point down and see where it intersects. Bam. Now when I cut it, I'm going to cut on the left side of this line because I could always take off more material and I can't add it. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'll do the rough cut, and we'll be right back. Rough cut looks pretty good. And like I said, see how I didn't cut all the way to the line, which is good because this is actually the perfect amount. So I'm gonna go ahead, we'll put it on the belt sander, square everything up, round these edges so it doesn't stab you, and let's get it cleaned up and out. And all cleaned, buffed, everything is all said and done. So let's go ahead, throw some rim oil on, clean up some markings, clean up all the crap left over from manufacturing, although I just took the air hose to it, so everything should be good. All right, and actually, I need to get the hardware for that. All right, first things first, it is much easier, in my opinion, to throw this on when there's nothing else in here. All right, so we're going to put that there. And then the other one, you skip a hole do that. So in all technicality, I didn't need to drill that one, but it's there anyway. So you can actually take it and move it up if you need to. There's that, and I'm gonna do this lefty, so bear with me, because I am not a lefty. Get some magic blue juice on there. Apparently that doesn't want to go. So let's get this one going. And so I can change hands. Awkward, awkward, awkward. There we go. So, in the angle of a angle. All right. There we go right there. Now let's get this on. Whenever these leave my shop, I always put the smaller one on. Throw this in here. Couple of dugas. Grab some 1/8 inch pass-throughs. Hold that in place. And these are 3/4 inch. I found that these work the best. Quarter inch, and these are 3/16. I don't do the 1/4 inch because it allows for more adjustment on the 3/16 because of the amount of threads that are left over with the 3/4 bolt. All right, since we already got them going, I'm going to put it in, snug it up a little bit, and then check how it feels. Actually feels really good right there. So let's move on. Do that, do that. This is 1/4 inch, and these are also 3/16, I believe. All right, now let's get some ink on here. Well, not ink, but let's get some lasering on here and ship it out. And we know this is filmed for YouTube, and to adjust retention, use the flatheads on the back of the holster. Yeah. I am so happy with how this came out. This came out absolutely beautiful. It feels great, looks great. And you know what? Jeremy in Georgia, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And it is going out, so you should see it in a couple days. But I am now moving on to the next one. It has been a long couple days. So the intro to this video I filmed yesterday, and then I got so busy I just didn't do anything, and it was freezing in here. So by the time it got warm enough to do stuff, the day was already gone, but I was still building. But anyways, I knocked out a lot yesterday, knocked out a lot today, and I'm just gonna keep going. It is almost 8 o'clock right now, and I got a full pool table of orders to get out, and I got orders behind me to get out, and machines to run, and orders right there that I've already actually check this out. Playing with the sublimation printer, I had an order come up for Tiger Stripe. So we got our normal Tiger Stripe right there. This is the new FN 545 or 510, it's the same holster, with X300. So I'm going to be finishing this up. I'm just waiting on hoods because they're nowhere to be found right now. So that's regular Tiger Stripe, and then this is Desert Tiger Stripe. They came out absolutely awesome. I didn't film the building of these, but this is the exact same. This is also a 545, but this is with TLR1. Either that or it's an FNX with TLR1.
One of them. So anyways, these are going out, and they are absolutely beautiful. So I can't wait to finish them up. I got to do the mag carriers, which all that actually showed up today for extra material. So thank you guys for joining me on this journey on a Canik rival build inside the waistband, a massive holster for a massive handgun, and I will see you guys on the next one. Toodles. Also, we can't forget a huge shout out and thank you to holstersmith.com. Everything you see on this channel comes directly from them, and I can't thank them enough. So go check them out, tell them I sent you, and enjoy what they have to offer. Okay, now bye.